back to my channel. I am Stacy and I have a breakfast mukbang for you this morning. It is Dunkin Donuts and it's my absolute favorite sandwich. It's the brown sugar chipotle bacon breakfast sandwich. So that's what I'm getting ready to eat on, and then I have me a medium coffee with 6 creams and 5 sugars. But I actually could have went for 4 sugars and 5 creams. Normally the coffee, I already took a sip of it. Normally it's strong because I like strong coffee. But this one is mediocre today, but they still have really good coffee. I've been snoozing on Dunkin Donuts, y'all. I mean, when you think of Dunkin Donuts, you only think of their donuts. And I love their eclairs. But I've been snoozing. I mean, we tried this breakfast sandwich and I've been hooked. I get at least 3 or 4 of these a week. And because usually I buy 2 of them at a time and me a coffee. So yeah, I got 2 today too. So anyway, and I'm actually gonna eat breakfast today. So yeah, we got a lot going on today. So I don't want to get lost in my recordings. So I was like, let me just do a breakfast mukbang and then we're going to keep it moving. So let me go ahead and say grace. God bless this food you placed before us for the nourishment of our bodies. Remove everything that's harmful. Just not pray. Amen. And like I always give this disclaimer, the reason I say us in my grace, because I always include the Holy Spirit when I'm talking, Even when I'm in a car by myself, I always pray before I leave the yard. And I always say, take us. Well, if I'm in the car by myself, I'm still talking about me and the Holy Spirit. So that's my disclaimer for that. But anyway, because I'm not sure, what, for those that haven't heard it, now you know. If this is your first time watching. And if it is your first time watching, thank you, welcome. And for those that have been supporting part of the family, hey fam, thank y'all for coming to see me again. Okay, well, y'all, I asked them for some extra, but some explanation they gave. But anyway, this flaky, so I'm gonna get stuff. I'm gonna be constantly dropping stuff on me. But anyway. I like my little shirt, y'all. I know somebody more likely will ask. People always asking me where do I shop at. I get my clothes from Ross, Burlington, and this shirt actually, I ordered some things off of Torrid. What is it called? Fashion FTF, whatever. I always get it mixed up. Tika always have to correct me. Fashion to fit to fashion, something like that. But I get stuff out of there. Haven't went to the Avenue in a long time. It's another one but I very seldom get stuff from them. But as far as the things that you guys see me wear on a regular, I get my stuff from Ross and Burlington's. Well, most of the stuff you see that I get from Burlington's are like my earrings, my accessories. I love Burlington's accessories. So I get their accessories from them, even though Belinda, this is my necklace that Belinda had sent me with my name. And Dee Dee's, it's a spot here. I don't know if it's in other states. I know it's here in Georgia. It's called Dee Dee's Discount. And it's like a cheaper Ross. And I went there. Tika has been there quite a few times. And she kept talking about it, and we finally went some weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, I guess. And I was really pleased. I didn't even realize it until today. This morning I was thinking about it when I was putting on the shirt. I bought everything I got, it was like in 2s. I didn't realize it. I found 2 shirts, 2 pair of beautiful sandals, 2 purses, because I like crossbody purses. I love crossbody purses. That's just, I try to wear the big purses, you know, like Tika, you know, looking cute because that's what's in, that's the fashion. But me and big purses just aggravate me. I love a crossbody purse. So I found 2 crossbodies and 2 pillows that the next time you'll see they're cute pillows, you know, I got them on my bed. But when I do a video in my room again, you'll see them. But anyway, yeah. That's Beverly, y'all, making noise. She got to work today. So I'm juggling. I gotta take her, pick Michael up, take her to work. I gotta work this morning. Then after doing all that, I gotta work this evening. Hopefully I won't have to pick the boys up. Today Robert is off, so him and Tika are hanging out today. You know, they usually hang out. He got a Liberty Day today, so yeah. Yeah. When we first got this sandwich, I almost got mad at that lady. Whoever was cooking these sandwiches before was putting a lot of sauce on them. You take the sauce off and you just got a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. It's that brown sugar chipotle sauce that makes this sandwich. And if they don't put enough on it, you just got a dry sandwich. Now today, I'm going to be honest with you. Unless these bites improve as I eat it, I'm kind of aggravated because it's like, to me, it's dry. And like I said, that's the reason I fell in love with this sandwich when I first tasted it, because that chipotle has such a spice to it. And it's a really good sandwich, but it's good. But yesterday, and I do pinch. Sometimes I bite, sometimes I pinch. But I really don't want to keep getting stuff all in my shirt. Because like I said, I gotta work. Well, anyway, yesterday I did a mukbang with my Zaxby salad. Y'all, let me, in case you didn't catch, for those that watched it and didn't catch it. That's not a, you can't, the salad that I got was the Cobb salad. But I came home and added the black olives and the cranberries, the dried cranberries, the craisins, and added more cheese. And I got their ranch dressing, but I have a vinaigrette that I add to it. That salad was so good. I'm not gonna lie. That salad was so good. And I couldn't eat it all. I'm sure for those that watching me already know I didn't eat it all. It was, you know, just too much. But I ate as much as I could because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to go back to it because, you know, once the salad dressing is on the lettuce, it gets, you know, wilted. So, Now see, those pieces that I'm biting now have the sauce on. Y'all don't talk about my nails. I'm actually gonna do my nails today. I think if not today, it'll be tomorrow. That's not what I'm doing. Put it that way. Next few month of April coming up, my birthday month, and I'm gonna be, boy, I'm gonna have to keep them done. I'm gonna be doing stuff all the time. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to rush a little bit, y'all. But what I was saying about yesterday, I want to continue where I got cut off. And by the way, the camera cut off. That's what happened. That's why it just stopped so abruptly like that, was because the camera cut off. Like, not just cut off, because you know it cut off on me and Tika all the time. It went dead. So I had to recharge it and do all that. So I just said I'll finish the conversation. Okay, there go that kick. Right there. Ooh. That's good. So I said I'll finish up the conversation today. What I was saying as the camera was going off, I was talking about for men and women, when you meet somebody, be very clear about your intentions. And the reason why I was bringing that up was because lately on social media, I've been coming across a lot of, well, I've been seeing this in the last few years, but it's like you come across a lot of stories talking about distraught exes that when they get, you know, the person break up with them, they doing crazy stuff, you know, they're killing the person or committing suicide or stalking them or, you know, just trying to make their life hell. And my thing is, if you're clear in your intentions, now I'm not gonna say this is always the case, because you have some people that are very clear in what their intentions are, and people just hear what they want to hear. You know, I'm gonna piggyback off that in a minute about something I was even, the comments was hilarious. That's what I might do. I might talk about that later. But the comment was hilarious to me, but the foundation of the conversation was real talk. And actually, I can't do it because that'll have to be one of those adult conversations. But I was laughing at the different comments because I'm like, y'all are getting mad, but at the end of the day, you have to look at this. It was a guy that posted something, and he was basically making a statement. I'm laughing because I'm like, he always says something to get the crowd routed up, you know, get the crowd going. He's just that person, that S starter. And but he said something, and mostly women was commenting back, but he was saying something from a male's point of view, and all the men was agreeing with him, of course, but the women was tripping. And to see the comments that was coming from the women, because you know you got the straight women that was coming, you had the bis, and you had the lesbians, and they was going in, and I was serious. It was such entertainment for me yesterday. I was like, I shouldn't even be this entertained by this, but I laughed because I'm like, he always saying something to get people stirred up and get people going. Like, it's almost like, I'm like, did he sit there just like, now what can I say today? And then piss some people off and get a conversation going. I swear I believe that's what he does on a daily basis because of the comments that he makes. And he always gives some serious feedback. But anyway, I said that to say, when you meet somebody, y'all, be honest about your intentions. Tell them, you'll be surprised. I tell people all the time, look, what is it that you really want? When I meet somebody, what is it you're looking for? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you wasting mine. If you are just looking for someone to have sex with, say that. You never know. When you say that, when you meet a person, if that's all you really want is sex, you will be surprised. That might be all they want at the time too. So it's not like you will offend the person. People will respect you more if you're being honest. Bring clarity. But don't go in with false pretenses saying that you want X, Y, and Z, knowing damn well that's not what you want. Because then everybody don't know how to handle when they feel like they have been deceived or tricked or so on and so forth or played. Some people don't know how to act. And this is, I used to see this little saying going around, and it is so true. It's like, y'all better be careful who you play with, because everybody ain't playing. That is spot on. That is so true. I tell people all the time, stop playing with people's emotions. Because you got some people out here that, hell, you don't know. Everybody got a story. Remember that. Everybody got a story. Y'all, I'm going to eat the rest of my food. Now, I'm going to eat that other one. I'm not going to eat it right now. That's going to be like after. That'll be like for lunch. Because if I eat both of them now, I'm not going to want to work. But this is the thing. I don't feel like eating it right now. I realize what I'm doing. I'm allowing comments and people, little smart comments, to alter my behavior. And that's not going to happen. If I don't feel I want to eat all my food, I'm not going to eat it all. It's simple as that. It's mine. It's my money. If I want to, if I waste it, hey, it's mine. Okay. But anyway, we ain't finna get into that. But now I lost my train of thought, y'all. But what I'm saying is, when you meet a person and you really have no intentions on doing nothing, you just want to have fun, it's okay to have fun. Everybody is at a different stage in their life. Everybody has a story. Everybody has been through something. And you just don't know. That person you met might have just went through pure D hell. That might have been the third or fourth time they done got their heart broken, and they're at a point in their life that they say, I can't take another heartbreak. And you just don't know. If you that person, you come along and you playing games, and you meet that person and you know clearly that they want more than what you're willing to give, don't waste that person's time, because you don't know their mental stability. You don't know where they are emotionally. You don't know where they are spiritually. You don't know where they are mentally. You don't know. You fool around and you be on play games with the wrong person, and that's how you end up with these situations. You know, I'm not saying that go always end up in a situation. I'm simply saying all this to say, be honest. You don't want people to play with you. Don't play with people. You know, I have in time passes, and I can only talk about me. You know, hey, call it for what it is. I'm going to be honest about it. In time passes, there were times that when I met somebody, I didn't want nothing serious. I honestly didn't. I'm like, you know what? I don't want all that. You know, you ain't got to promise me X, Y, and Z. You ain't got to sell me a dream. I'm simply just looking, I just want to have some fun. And if we vibing right, if we cool, we kicking it, and if it leads to other things, so be it. But I'm not looking for nothing. I'm really not. And that's my attitude. So that was, you know, it just depends upon where I'm at you know, at the time. But what I'm saying is, I have been that way. I have been in that headspace, and I have said that, and it was no problems, no issues. But then there have been times where I have, like, you know, okay, Stacy, it's okay. You know, I actually want a relationship right now. So let me, you know, this is where I'm at. And I you know, if that ain't what he looking for, then it's fine. I'm just gonna have to, you know, we ain't gonna be able to talk. I'm gonna keep it moving. That was my attitude at one point. And you know, again, I pay attention to what people say, but I pay close attention to what they do. So, of course, met this person. This was some years ago. Met this person, and I said what I wanted. I was very clear. And, of course, because he wanted to talk to me, he agreed, you know, that's what he was looking for too, da, da, da. And, of course, in the beginning, his words lined up with his actions. But then as time went on, but this is the thing, I'm not in no rush for nothing. I'm not. I so take my time. So, of course, within a weekend, it wasn't even a week. I knew after some days, because first of all, you're in too big of a rush to meet me. You know, and I'm saying, because I have met guys through Facebook. I have went on some dates through Facebook. I have met guys through this app called Tag. At the time, I didn't realize, this was years ago when I joined Tag. I didn't realize that people were just hooking up, you know, to do and going about their business. Okay, well, I didn't know that. That's why, you know, eventually I just had to fall back off of that. But my thing is, when you meet, when you're talking, if you can't carry on a conversation with me, then I don't care what you say, how much you say you like me, how much you say you've been admiring me behind the scenes for however long, da-da-da-da-da-da. I care less about that stuff. If we get to the point, even if we're just communicating online, or if I meet you in public somewhere, and we meet and then we go and we meet, we exchange phone numbers. If from that moment, if you can't carry on a conversation with me on the phone, because you texting just here and there, and then, you know, and when we do talk, the conversation goes directly to, I want to see you. When am I going to see you? Can I see you? What about today? When you're rushing to see me, that tells me one thing. And it might not be that, but I'm telling you what I get out of it. So like I said, I'm not speaking for the next person. I'm only speaking for Stacy. When you do that to me, what that says to me is, I want to put my hands on you. I want to touch on you. I want to grope you. I want to be inappropriate with you. I want to have sex with you. I want to do all that stuff. That's what I want. Now, I know I might have said I wanted all that stuff you said, but that's what I perceive. That, you know, and I'm like, I ain't in no rush. Look, I'm not in no rush to go on dates. I get asked out all the time. I'm not impressed with you saying I'm beautiful, or I'm cute, or I'm sexy, or I'm whatever you want to describe me as. That doesn't impress me. I mean, I thank you for the compliment, but I'm not moved by it. Why? Because as a child, it was always instilled in me that I was a beautiful child, that I was this, I was that. I grew up with the accolades. And the reason, and I thank God that my grandparents did that, because what they was teaching me is the same exact thing that I taught my children. I give you accolades. I praise you. I'm going to do all that because I don't want you to get moved by the first joker or the first person that come along and show you some attention, and now you head over heels in love, and then that person drag you and take you through all type of foolishness because you just so excited that somebody finally noticed you or paid attention to you. I raise my kids, and I'm like that with my grandsons. I tell them on a daily how good looking they are, and when they have on their clothes or when they do something, I'm always praising my grandsons. I'm always praising my kids. I did that with them growing up because I need them to know you don't get moved by a person's words, you get moved by their actions. So anyway, that's why I was going with the conversation yesterday. I'm like, be clear, be honest about your intentions. You never know. A person might be on that same page you on, and they don't want nothing more than some good times, some fun, somebody to go out with. Look, you got a lot of people that are getting divorced now, unfortunately. So when they get divorced, they're not trying to jump right back into something serious. That's fine. Find somebody that's in the same mindset as you, and y'all gonna be okay. You start having problems and you set yourself up when you lie and say you want something more than what you really want, just because you're really just trying to get that person in bed. Or the new thing also is tricking people out their money. So anyway, y'all, I got to work in about 40 minutes, so I'm gonna get ready to go on and finish this up. And get myself ready to work. Even when it cooled off. This is a good sound. Yeah. I finished. Okay, and this is another thing, y'all, that I want to say. I want to make sure I said something about this. I want to, and I know y'all like, she does this all the time. It's because it's genuine. That's why I do it all the time. I greatly appreciate and love my support system that I have here. I have such a support system here on YouTube with my family, my extended family, because that's what I call you guys. Y'all are my extended family. And I thank you because there are times, you know, I'm always encouraging, trying to be that encouraging, that motivator to people, especially women of all shapes, colors, sizes, religions, sexual orientations. It doesn't matter. I just love being a motivator and an encourager to women. I also love to do it to men too, because men need it as well. We think, you know, when you think of a man, you think of strength and oh, they can't cry, they can't show emotions. I don't think, when I think of a man, yes, I think of those things, but I do feel like men do have feelings and men do have emotions. They just were raised differently, and different things was instilled in them, into them as to how do they handle it, excuse me. And I'm very grateful, you know, you all know a portion of my life. You don't know everything that I've been through. And my life has been full of experiences. I have had some sad moments, some very hurtful moments, but with everything that I've been through, I had to find a life lesson in it. I had to find strength, because at the end of the day, I was a single mother, and my children, I had to be strong for them. So the things I've been through, it built me into who I am today. A lot of people say I don't show emotion. It's not that I don't show emotion. I just learned how not to wear my heart on my sleeve. You know, because so many times I had to, as they say, grin and bear it, or fake it till you make it. I had to do those things because, again, I had 4 little ones. I had 4 kids looking up to me. And if they saw mama fall apart, they fell apart. And one thing about, and y'all see it, it's evident today. To this very day, it's evident. Tika has always been that clingy child. Tika, even as a little girl, Tika has always stuck up under me. And Tika has always been a lover of food, and she's always been an emotional eater. And so if nobody else was paying attention to me, I knew without a shadow of a doubt, Tika was paying attention to my every move. Everything I did, every move I made, every reaction I had, everything I did, she paid attention to it. So I had to be very careful. So when I say to you guys, you're going to always hear me say how much I appreciate you all, how much I love you guys, how much I am humbled by the expressions of love and the expressions of trust, because some of you have really trusted me. A lot of you have really trusted me with some very intimate details of your lives through emails or through our DMs and Messenger. And that, I don't take that lightly. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful because in a world such as what we're living in, and the way when you look at most people don't people have got, the hearts of man have grown cold. They, you know, the people don't care about other people no more. The respect is not there anymore. People just do and say whatever they big and bold enough to say and do. You know, I've even experienced, you know, it's funny because even with this, and I try to be as positive as I know how. This is not pretend. This is who I am. I am a very positive person. I don't like confrontation. If I see you or that person that like to argue and do all that, I'm chucking deuces at you. Cause see, I'm like, you know what? You're gonna make me go back to the old Stacy that was always mad and angry because there was a lot of and that's how I know that when I see people that just keep spewing negativity at a positive situation or always trying to be negative, I recognize that, and that's why I don't feed into that. I just have to push you to the side because I used to be that person. I was on one hand, I was happy because I had people that loved me. I was surrounded by love, but I was angry because of the two people that I needed to be there and I wanted to be there wasn't. So I was angry. And because I was so angry, I was always walking around. I was always mean looking, mean mugging, didn't talk to people. I was just mean. I was that person. You say one, I didn't give you a chance to say something to me stupid twice. The first time you said something, I was all up in you. That was my attitude. I was so quick to fight. I was just that person. And then when I got into ministry years ago, that changed me. And I'm like, and one day I was just mad because every time I would start talking about certain things, I would start crying and the pain would come back all over again. Like it was like fresh pain, like it literally felt like it had just happened. And finally one day I just said, I am tired of being angry. I'm tired of carrying this pain, and I made a decision. I wasn't going to carry it no more. I prayed. I said what I needed to say, and but mentally I had gotten to the point that I really was tired, and I let it go. So when people come on here and they say little negative stuff to me or foolish stuff or they're being negative, and I'm like, and all I'm trying to be is positive, I get angry. And I'm going to tell you, you know how that little thing was going on social media at one point where you see where people would text and they would text all this stuff real foul and then they erase it, text it, and then erase it, and then the last thing be something nice and meat. That's how I am, honestly. On some of these comments I get on these videos, I go ahead and text what I want to text and respond the way I want to, and then I go back and erase the whole thing. Because I'm like, I'm finna let you have it today. And then when I find myself like that, so you know, Stacy, leave these comments alone, come back to them later. So yeah, I realize when I see people like that, I immediately can recognize it now. Because you can offer constructive criticism without being nasty, or you know, some people just come on and just flat out call me names or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, so you wasn't hugged a lot as a child. You know, I'm learning to recognize miserable people. So when I take out the time to say to you guys how much I love you and appreciate the love and support and the encouragement and the motivation that I get, I really mean that when I say thank you and express my gratitude. And I just, so yeah, I'm gonna always do that. And I know my thing is like, oh yeah, that's me, I'm sorry. But I guess I'm gonna get ready to go. You know, I can just sit here and talk, but I really do need to get ready to go, because I gotta get ready to work in about 30 minutes. Yeah, because, well, yeah, about 30 minutes, I guess. But thank y'all. And also, this is what I want to say. is I'm trying, y'all, to stay on top of this. My goal is to try to drop a video every day. If not every day, every 2 days, but I really want to get in the habit of putting up some type of video every single day. And that is just because this is therapy for me too. But it's a lot that goes into this. So that's, why sometimes I do fall off, because when things get hectic, like next week, I'm going to be honest, next week I don't know, because it's going to be spring break here. And so the boys will be at home all next week. And that's a chaotic household. So I don't know how next week will go, but I promise you guys, I'm going to really try to keep up this dropping the video every day for as long as I can. I really want to, because next month, starting, April 1st, my birthday is the 27th, so I'm going to definitely be pushing out videos, just because I love celebrating me. I love celebrating life. And I encourage people to do that all the time. So anyway, until next time, please like this video, thumbs it up, leave your comments down below. Share this video. Have a good cup of coffee, y'all. And do me a favor. Love on somebody today. Give somebody a hug, a kiss, or just a little text. Just say, you'll be surprised. Somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time, or not as frequent, or somebody that you talk to every day. Just sending a kissy face or a heart and saying, just thinking about you, or have a blessed day, or something like, you'll be surprised. But my thing is, I'm going to challenge everybody to love on somebody today. And until next time, I love you, I love you, I love you. My brown sugar sweet things. Not things. Girl, stop. No, I did. Not things, things. My brown sugar sweet things. I love you guys, and be blessed, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye.